Glendale, Arizona. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium, taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career. 31 touchdown passes, and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
Wilson.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Jordan Hicks.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Complete to
Greg Olsen,
touchdown,
55 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
I still remember being in Indianapolis at the Combine when the result of Kyler Murray's height was announced. And when the tape measure showed him at a little bit above 5'10", all doubts went out the window, and rightly so. The Cardinals went 5-10-1 with him last year, but he was the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. This guy can make great plays with his arm, can scoot with his feet, and has motivated his team and has them on a really good upward trajectory.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Kenyon Drake in Week 16 last year against these Seahawks had a career day, 166 yards rushing, a couple of touchdowns as well, as the Cardinals won in Seattle 27-13. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season. I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside, but the number one thing about him, absolute explosiveness, especially after he catches the ball downfield. If you don't make the tackle right there, he's going to take it a long way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Shotgun now from Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver. He's been the top 3 receptions the last 2 seasons. And now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add DeAndre Hopkins, the possibilities endless for the Arizona Cardinals in the passing game.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Demontre Moore in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Kenyon Drake last year versus Cleveland, absolutely unstoppable. Ran for 137 yards. And remember, 4 touchdowns in the Cards' 38-24 win in Week 15. Murray with a 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What, you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this 1st down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season. Utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Murray going to throw. Out to his left. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Seattle Seahawks 5-0 for the first time in franchise history. A Sunday night, Week 5. What a game as they rally back to defeat Minnesota 27-26. And Russell Wilson did it again, as Al Michaels said on the broadcast. Astonishing. He leads the Seahawks 94 yards in the final 2 minutes. Throws a touchdown pass to DK Metcalf on 4th and goal with 15 seconds to play. And He also completed a big 4th and 10 earlier in that game-winning drive. So Charles, Russell Wilson being Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it's very similar. What's that great poem about postal workers? Neither rain nor snow nor sleet. I mean, that's Russell Wilson. It does not matter, does it? And every time we talk about the best quarterbacks in the game, other names tend to come up, and then we go, oh, yeah, what about Russell Wilson? He might very well be the best. So that's what he's going off of right now. He's absolutely on a mission to get his team back to a Super Bowl, and in doing so, putting his name up there with the best in the game. 3 touchdown passes in this one, 19-5 for him. Russ is cooking, and we're going to hear MVP talk all season long, and he's earned it. They get an open week now, and then they got a couple division games coming up. A really tough one at home against Arizona and Kyler Murray, and then they're at San Francisco for another tough one against that 49ers defense that's usually on its game.
A gain of a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. He can't get him down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. This is Carson. Broken tackle. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
At the 4-yard
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ball going back to the Arizona Cardinals, who got back into the win column in Week 5 after a 2-0 start. They had losses to Detroit and Carolina, but their visit to the Jets may be the definition of a get-right game. They win 30-10 to move to 3-2 on the year. The Cards rolling up almost 500 yards of offense, paced by a career-high 380 yards, Charles, through the air by Kyler Murray, who had a touchdown pass and another one on the ground.
Yeah, and you're right about that. It is a get-right game against the Jets right now, and everyone trying to find a way to get them on their schedule. But this was a top, let's face it, Arizona's in a really top-heavy division because the NFC West, the front runners are Seattle. They're now 5-0. The Rams are 4-1, which I think for a lot of us is a little bit of a surprise. But remember, they were in the Super Bowl just a couple of seasons ago. But now they have all 4 games with those teams remaining. So that means their schedule's out in front of them. If they keep going, now, the problem is they just lost Chandler Jones, their star defensive end outside linebacker, their great pass rusher. It looks like he's out for the season. That hurts them on defense, but Kyler Murray can keep flinging it around and running. It could be tough. They go to Dallas, home for Seattle, and then they're open week in Week 8, and that'll be a well-deserved open week when they get to it.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Andy Lee
On fourth down, here's Andy Lee on to kick it away. The Seahawks have David Moore back deep. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll throw from the gun. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Chris Carson, the Seahawk ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
That's the end of the 1st quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Wilson. And he's got Lockett. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks.
And the Seahawks.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and as tough as any receiver in the NFL.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The Seahawks on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Myers on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
17. Cardinals nothing.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
The last few seasons has almost been sport for us in the media to see if Larry Fitzgerald was going to call it quits and cap off what I believe is a Hall of Fame career. But now he's entered season number 17, second on the all-time receptions list, just 171 catches behind Jerry Rice, and maybe he's found new life as he continues to pile up the big numbers.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 20! And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 12-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now a draw play with Drake. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He was brought down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He can run for, and the Cardinals are in. Touchdown.
Yes, indeed, touchdown Kyler Murray. You remember as a rookie, 4 rushing touchdowns. But he's one of those players who's not just quick, but awfully fast. Had 12 rushing touchdowns at Oklahoma during his Heisman Trophy winning season in 2018. Expect him to expand on using his legs in the future.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st down, Carson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route.
Wilson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Carson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. They'll start the drive with Drake. And they work this out past the 25. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They were probably just looking for a couple yards of breathing room, snapping the ball at their own 2. Well, they got a lot of breathing room.
And even knowing that offenses are as aggressive as they are now in the NFL, you still expect them to run the football in that situation. Why weren't they ready? Instead, it turns into a monster gain and gets them way from the shadow of their own end zone.
Now on first down, Drake again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Drake on the handoff. He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Murray. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. To throw is Wilson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 35-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Seahawks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw again is Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Wilson will throw again. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Wilson.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf, and when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. But as his rookie season progressed, they added more and more to his plate. Now at times, with his size, his speed, and ability to catch.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
On the carry.
Chris Carson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Jason
the extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run.
Jason.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Cardinals take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Out comes Kenyon Drake in the Arizona offense to take over. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on first down is Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice with the encore. You know.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again, Murray finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Murray now on first down. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gonzalez to add the PAT.
Extra point.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. after the touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson over the middle, and it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Wilson on first down. A pass underneath for Carson. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Wilson looking left side. That's caught by Moore.
Complete.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Seattle.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of quarterback Russell Wilson. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, even I can figure out that DeAndre Hopkins is clearly one of the best receivers in the game. Over the last 3 seasons, over 1,100 yards in each season. And don't forget, defenses have been keying on him each and every snap. This guy produces no matter what the situation, no matter what the coverage. Just find him and get him the football.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 44, Murray. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Drake. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Again, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
1-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get off the field, defense. Right there, 54, right there.
Throwing again, Murray. And he's going to keep it here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Drake. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The tackle.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Larry Fitzgerald. Incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
The score, Seahawks 24, Cardinals 17.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the second round, not the first round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
15 yards on the play, first down.
15. First down, Seahawks.
Blitz. Check. What we got? Line 59.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Wilson on target there to Moore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First down.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson, and he stopped immediately there. Corey Peters there to bring him down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Handoff to Chris Carson.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, Cardinals 17.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Jason
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
at their own 25-yard
The
line.
football going back over to Arizona now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun now from Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. 16 yards, a first down.
That's good.
One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Counter play, Drake. And a short gain down to about the 33.
On the handoff. He was taken down by K.J. Wright. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks' 33-yard line.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Murray now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins.
Murray
7 yards, the pickup there.
Ray Hopkins. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff for Drake. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray now. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 24-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for Greg Olsen. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. To throw again, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
16 yards. First down, Seattle.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On the delay, here's Carson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The Seahawks on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun, and he'll go underneath here to Drake. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Murray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Finds the open target, Arnold. Murray. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray rolling to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 more yards. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 19-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, Murray. And this will be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the gun, Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Murray, buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The kick is
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game.
27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Pass incomplete.
Intended for Chris Carson. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. This is Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. They run again with Carson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through.
His kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within a point.
The score, Cardinals 31, Seahawks 30.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And Olsen over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. stepping up. He'll try. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
But there's a sight that fans were used to seeing a little bit more earlier in his career. Just 3 rushing touchdowns last year for Russell Wilson. He's had as many as 6 in a season. I think he's a lot more selective, a little more judicious about running the football now, but still scares the heck out of any defense when he decides to tuck it and go.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big one.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, Isabella. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle defense getting set to go. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers, and offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll throw from the gun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
To Christian Kirk. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 63 yards receiving for him now. That last catch good enough for a 1st down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. Not much there, only a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Murray to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the 9, 2nd and 5. He's back to throw. Out to his left. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Back to throw. Murray steps away, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
So Russell Wilson and the offense down by a field goal, a little over 20 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. One last shot for Wilson.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.